Should be. Device. Test. Okay, there we go. Fuck it. OBS keeps resetting it.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
What is it resetting?
Just audio settings. It's taking it away from this headset.
That's weird.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna drop this in Skype.
Thanks.
Yep. And yeah,
That's a different prophecy than the one we've heard.
It
Yeah.
is.
not
And-
surprising considering how long ago this one was left.
Just how many prophecies are you lot a part of?
Only 2.
So far,
Now-
that we know.
Okay, apparently too.
Mist actually looks troubled more now than she did before. Like, her eyes are kind of darting around all over the place, even though she's written all this down. And
Luffy notes that Mist looks nervous, and Luffy just kind of slowly looks away and off at nothing in particular.
And Bran, when you mentioned the whole how many prophecies are they a part of, the Master of Planes looks at you and snorts, and Bran and Bavel, I think you are a part of this one, unfortunately.
Bran just looks at him and just shrugs. Well,
Welcome
if
to
I
the
am,
club.
then I am.
Such as it goes for a son of our people.
oh no, did you cut out? Or did I?
Yeah.
Did I cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And he just shrugs, and so it goes for a son of our people.
So, what does that mean exactly? Not the son of the people things, the prophecies, all of it.
He just shrugs, and we believe it means that a great...
Well, prophecy mentioned in adversary.
We are not sure what that is.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Does that which waits ring any bells to you?
Unfortunately, no. However, Renzuena,
What?
have you ever died?
Technically, no. And she smiles. Awkwardly.
He just... I suppose death does not know you. He looks at you, Laffy, and just... That weapon at your
Oh,
side.
Yeah, Ren is just like putting her like pinching the bridge of her nose, and she's like,
I know.
He nods, and he's like, good, I didn't want to explain it all anyway. It matches all of you, unfortunately.
I don't
It
like
does.
this.
I mean, my part could also be, and she gestures to Finley.
Perhaps. A prophecy is not about but one person. It is about the circumstances around a person.
Luffy gestures to Saint, and she's like, "What about our friend?"
He looks at Saint and holds out his hand, and Saint pads over and headbutts his hand, and the Master of Planes starts scratching behind his ears. And he just says, Saint is simply a very good boy.
You're
That
not
checks
wrong.
out.
It's nothing we didn't already do.
Saint he quietly starts panting and wagging his tail.
So this great possibility. Mist says that as though it holds some definite weight.
Mhm.
And she's like, this prophecy speaks of possibility in many ways. That all is closed when the adversary comes. Yet it says the great possibility threatens to end everything and all. Do you think it's the same?
I know not. I simply know when everything may happen, everything does happen. And thus
Okay.
possibility is the destroyer of all things.
So everything is going to end if we fuck up?
Probably. No pressure.
The
Oh,
And Ren,
No
Ren
pressure.
Ren just starts laughing. Like
He holds up
doesn't lost
he
it.
holds up his hand again. You will
Fucking
not be
lost it.
alone. The three that are from Anda will help. You have our aid.
oh. Uh,
Wait, what? And Ren is like wiping tears out of her eyes. She's like, what?
He looks you all over. I thought, never mind.
Oh.
the three magi.
Oh. Ah.
Thank you. Yeah, the
Yes.
three of us out of the four are from your plane. We helped create it as a home.
which
For
one of us is-
Sigil can be no home. It is a
Which
transitory
one am I
place.
supposedly related to? All of you?
And
We were a promiscuous folk.
Oh,
was
good to know.
one of
You're a
them?
bastard, Bran. Welcome to the world.
What else is new?
I have a question also about the Duchess of Knowledge. Was she also from Undar, or was there a different one in her place?
There was no one in her place. She came from elsewhere.
Miss tilts his head and is like, so the one who was in charge of knowledge prior to her, did he come from Undar, or was...
You are mistaken, I think. Or not, I think you are mistaken. I think you are confused.
I am very confused.
There was no
Me
holder
too.
of knowledge before the Duchess arrived and gathered it all into a single place. It was distributed and chaotic. One person knew one thing, another knew another, and stories were traded. What'd you
the
say?
History of the library.
What?
The halfling that you're, or whatever, the dude that you're thinking of, has to do with the library and the symbol, not.
Yes, no, but she also said that she took his mantle afterwards, remember? That
He just raises a big eyebrow and... Must you believe everything you hear?
No.
So is the Lady of Pain one of the people who came from Anda?
Oh, she's quite sweet, yes.
Oh,
She was the protector. The...
we've never
Warrior.
met her.
Oh, well. She's a bit cranky these days, but that's how it goes when you get old, right?
So who's the fourth?
The Duchess of Knowledge.
Oh wait, yeah, okay.
She was the fourth that arrived from elsewhere.
Can she lie, out of curiosity?
All that is may lie.
I suppose so.
A lie is only a truth that comes from elsewhere. That doesn't make any sense, but I was told it once.
You get it?
But so three of you are going to be leaving Sigil?
We may not leave, lest the city is... He gestures, and, he gestures towards what was once a wall, and now it's a window, and it's pointed out towards the Mage District that is still kind of smoldering. That may happen. But
Well, I mean, it's
Wider.
something that happened anyway.
we know better now. We will be more vigilant. We will not be distracted.
So then how are you going to aid us?
Well, clearly the demons are trying to come through here to go there, right?
Trying's a word. I'd use the word did.
So they already made a way through.
They've bored a hole to bypass Sigil. There is now a portal directly from the Nine Hells to
Do we
Anda.
have to go to hell?
No! You don't go to hell.
I mean,
Well,
I'll be going there one day, but
yeah,
hopefully
I mean-
soon.
Yeah. you're all kind of assholes. Granted, I mean, we were
Seems alright.
we were once gods, and the afterlife kind of doesn't exist.
What?
Nothing.
Ren looks at
I'm learning
Laffy.
far too many things.
Mist is just sort of vaguely grinning and writing things down.
Okay, you know what? Everybody needs to stop talking. For just a
I
minute.
don't like dying.
Just- And Ren gently puts a hand over Laffy's mouth. And she just keeps holding it there until she's done. And she's gently like patting her head. And she
Mist
gently takes her,
does
and she
mental
quietly takes
well,
her
wait,
hand away.
Can she? Can Mist
Yeah,
speak with
no.
telepathy here?
Nope.
She tries to say something and she can't. She looks more bothered.
When you try to say something telepathically, it just feels like a normal person thinking.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
Like, so she just has this weird look on her face. Like, even more unsettled than she's been. Just-
And then Ren removes her hand and like lets Flappy go, and she's like, okay, so moving on to less esoteric topics. Where do we start? And what do we do?
I believe Saint is aware, and Saint is worried too. You have a device to open up a tear, correct?
Yeah.
yes.
I suggest you use that and you return to aid until we are able to assist. It will take
Should we
time
use
for us to
that
gather.
here?
Doesn't it only return to sigil?
I can make it so it will take you home. This once.
So,
Right.
so here's a question. Should we bring, anyone else with us?
That's your decision. Just know your
Good.
world is in peril. My
Good,
world,
because I
our
have
world.
I have a couple of ideas about people we should drag with us.
Yeah.
You know-
Involved women in armor.
There's
Yeah.
all of that, and beyond that, if you can learn more about the thing called That Which Waits, that lich who's working with the demons, who probably helped them get through here, and all of that, is working with it.
He just
He's trying
narrows.
to sacrifice all the souls in Andar to that thing so it can come forth.
His eyes narrow and he just says, one thing at a time.
Alright.
I believe everyone's focus should be on the current threat. If Anda falls, magic disappears. And with magic gone, everything fades.
You're not wrong.
Right. So,
Gather your allies. And he holds his hand out and give me the artifact.
Mist takes out the thing and hands it over.
He passes one hand over it and there's this purple spark and he hands it back. It will take you home once. It will open a tear and that tear will seal.
Okay.
Now go. I suggest you move swiftly. Time is different here, but it is not infinite, nor as meaningless as you lot think it is.
and Ren turns around and starts walking out.
Yeah, Luffy goes briskly.
Mist
So
looks...
we need to get... What?
Never mind. What?
We need to get Jeremiah, we need to get Aurelian, we need to get... What's your werewolf boyfriend's name? Him.
Julian, he's not my
Yeah.
boyfriend.
We need to get Dromthin, maybe, and then when we're on the plane, we need to get Toril and Chromalgium and Elme.
Should probably, get those, the mercenaries that I nearly died to
The
win
mercenaries.
the loyalty of.
If they still like us, considering we lost.
Yeah.
They just went missing. It was really weird, but they might not like that.
Yeah. Missing.
When everyone's walking and talking, Mist is mostly quiet, but she looks like her mind is going 1,000,000 miles a minute. And she's writing a bunch of shit down.
Who
She's
do we
not
go
saying
to
anything.
first?
Adventurers Guild, that's where most of them are.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Plus, we'll need to collect things from Aurelian.
Yeah.
Alright, Adventurers Guild.
Okay, so you say this while you're walking out, and when the big doors part, they part back into Sigil proper. And you are back in Sigil-Ash Sigil.
Why couldn't we have been in the Adventurers Guild? So that would have been a real solid.
Okay, so
You
You
know
guys-
where we're going there, right?
Yeah.
Fucking-
Laffy, you put your nose to the air and you smell for the telltale smell of sweat, chicken feathers, and leather.
Oh my god.
And you head off like a bloodhound. And, I mean, you guys have been there before. You all kind of know where you're going.
Except Mist.
But, yeah, except Mist, you're
Always
gleefully lost. Yeah, you all kind of know where you're going, though, except for Mist, but Laffy is, like, sniffing and moving quickly, like, as she do, the weird little swamp gremlin, yeah.
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 Yeah. And you guys come upon the Adventurers Guild's door, and you head on in. I don't know why I switched the picture. Boop. Yeah, you guys head on in, and it is loud. There are a lot of people there, sitting around drinking.
Where's Jeremiah?
Make a perception check.
11.
You can't see him.
Ren looks for the biggest crowd around a table, looking at the tabletop.
All right, make a perception check.
12.
There are a lot of people.
All right. So Ren inhales.
Okay.
And then she uses prestidigitation to put a giant Jeremiah above her head.
Okay.
Question mark
Oh
at
my
the end.
God.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
nothing happens.
Really?
Yeah, nothing happens. You're assuming a lot about a chicken's ability to read.
No,
Luffy looks at.
I'm assuming a lot about a lot of people's ability,
Brad is going
in the
to-
room.
Eh,
Brad is just looking around for the sign of super shiny light reflecting off of armor.
Okay. Alright, perception.
Okay. Perception. One day I'll know by heart.
I'm sorry, Ren.
It's okay.
Alright! Bran, you're looking around and there's this weird, glimmer out of the corner of your eye, and you look and you're just temporarily blinded. It's like a flashlight just hit you in the eye.
Oh my god.
Oh god, how did I not notice that sooner?
Notice what?
Yeah, and over on a table is Jeremiah with, armored wings, strutting around and flapping occasionally, and Chris is sitting on his head, just beaming. There's not a crowd around them this time.
Oh, that's weird.
Strange.
Mist
You
goes
two
over
get
there.
Jeremiah. I'm gonna go find Julian. And
Okay.
Ren.
Who is us two?
Yeah.
Oh no, Ren said you guys, the rest of you.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, Ren's got to go Mac on Julian by herself.
yeah.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what she's
Okay,
gonna do.
so you guys go and
goes-
approach Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And he looks at you with his beady chicken eye and flaps his wings and and Chris is like,
Faith
"Hi guys!"
Faith
Luffy's
and
like,
Mist
"Hello."
shoulder, caws back.
Luffy
Jeremiah
looks at
puffs up.
Jeremiah, and she says to Jeremiah, "Jeremiah, The home plane is in grave danger, and we need your help.
Jeremiah stares at you for a long moment, and then nods.
Fluffy looks to Chris and she says, "Do you want to go on an adventure?"
Of course I do. Wherever Jeremiah goes, I go. He's my best
There'll be
friend.
armies of demons, possibly even a demon lord.
Cool!
There's going to be a lot of demons. There's going to be a
Cool!
lot of fighting.
Cool! And she leans down, like she's listening, like, she leans down and Jeremiah's beak just kind of clicks against itself a few times. Just, Jeremiah says cool, too!
Yeah, it's gonna be very cool.
Yeah! We've had so many jobs. We'll be great! It'll be good. We've been looking forward to something like this. That isn't like killing rats.
Yeah.
She looks at you. And one was like this big, and she flies off of his head and taps one side of the table, and then flies over like 3 tables over and taps it, and there's just this like glimmering rainbow for a second.
The Rat King.
That's rather large.
Impressive.
Yeah, it took us like a few hours, but it was fine. We no problem.
Okay.
I had to fly inside of it and cut its heart out.
That's
hardcore.
It was
That is-
it was
that's
gross.
excellent.
It was gross. Jeremiah kicked it a lot.
Okay.
Don't let the
alright.
armor fool you.
It fool us into what?
You'll see. Just don't let it fool you.
Okay.
Don't be fooled.
I'll keep that in mind.
Keep it on, yeah, in your mind, sure.
Okay.
Just like looks back to the others like
Well, we'll certainly find something for the two of you to do. That will be of great help.
Yeah, you're gonna need to come with us. We're rounding up a party.
She like kicks her feet against Jeremiah's neck, and he moves forward like a loyal steed. She leans down, and you hear her whisper, "We're gonna be heroes."
Oh.
Oh my god.
I hope we have not gotten them into a shitty situation. I
Okay.
have faith in Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
All
Yeah.
right, Ren. You find Julian sitting over by himself with a drink. He's wearing like this nice dark leather armor now. And he's clean shaven and his hair is pulled back in a small ponytail.
I'm sure the leather armor's like nicely fitted, so you get to see his physique really well.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
my
for the
God.
first time you notice that like he's slender, but like the muscly kind of slender. Like he looks like he could really deck somebody, but like look good while doing it.
Ren is thinking all this while she's walking up to him, and then she just sort of like leans on the table. No, she crosses her arms. She's like, "You still haven't made any friends?"
No. No, I haven't.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
Yeah.
That's kind of depressing.
fuck off.
Hey, I'm just here to offer you a job.
Yeah?
Keep you occupied.
Oh, good. I've been drinking myself to life. What's up?
Oh my god, hang on a second.
Ether's throwing stuff.
Yeah, I can hear the hoof.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog was throwing around one of her toys and it was driving me crazy.
Yeah, we could hear it. Or I could.
Yeah, so, and Ren is just like, well, our plane is, well, my plane is, sort of under imminent threat of destruction from a giant demon and potentially undead army. Want to help?
Can I finish my drink first?
And Ren reaches over, takes the drink, and finishes it for him, and then sets it down on the
Oh
table.
my god, Ren!
Yeah, alright, I guess that counts. Alright. And he pushes himself up.
Great.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh, I think my other friends are admiring the chicken.
Jeremiah?
Found him.
Fluffy is admiring.
Yeah, I saw him fight once, and it was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Good.
Yeah.
Then we're not potentially sending him to his death.
Well, you're making him fight demons?
Well, maybe.
Cool.
Like I said, potentially undead army.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I'll see that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that you'll know when you see it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fluffy walks
It's this
towards
way.
the exit and waits for Ren.
Yeah, and Ren starts like looking through the crowd alternatively for like her party and Jeremiah in an attempt to find them.
Okay, yeah, easily
Yeah,
found.
They're over there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, Julie's
well-
in. She announces as she finds them.
Hey,
and by the way, Jeremiah's flying,
what?
man.
but like
Wait,
not
what?
not flapping his wings, but he's just kind of floating in the air at like eye level.
What the fuck?
And
Miss.
just like looks over and sees this for the first time and just stares.
Yeah, Miss just grins and she starts floating too.
Chris is like, that's not fair. I can't float him that high.
Oh,
I wonder if I could. You know, I could bring him with me so we could be that high.
He does like feeling tall.
That makes sense. I know someone else who likes feeling tall.
is it Aurelian?
And Ren looks at Laffy.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I mean, Aurelian counts too, I suppose.
Well, let's go find him.
Yeah, we should do that.
Alright.
Wait, actually, well, okay, yeah. We might come back here later, though.
Why?
I'm wondering if we could ask, you know, the leader, if they're around, if they can spare some people.
Well, let's just do it while we're here.
Yeah, that's, well, we
Why
could.
would we take the trip back? We just do it
Miss
while we're here.
Shrugs.
Alright. Yeah, we could hire some adventurers. I mean, we have money.
We
And
do have
that,
a lot.
and all we need to do is tell them that, you know, existence might end if we don't do anything.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
You know, I mean,
We should
yeah.
have got something from the Master of Planes that let us, you know,
that
prove
said, hey, the world
what
is
we were
ending.
saying was truthful. Whatever. Yeah, Mist is gonna go. She goes to try and find the dude. She doesn't know where she's going. She looks at the others like.
Luffy follows Mist, and she leads Mist to where Mist needs to go.
Yeah.
You lead Mist to the desk, the front desk.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Luffy just like she sees Mist floundering, and she takes Mist by the hand and walks Mist up to the front desk.
Thank you.
A young, like, gnomish gentleman looks at you and, yeah,
Is the leader of the Adventurers Guild back?
only if you know his name.
Oh my god, she knows his name, but I don't remember. Fuck. I'm gonna have to scroll through the book for 8,000 years.
You can also make a history check.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, but like if you know his name,
She's gotta, like, it's in her book, so she'll
just
know it one
alt
way or
tab
another.
leader of the adventure.
But I don't think... Okay.
You could also just make a history check.
Fine, I'm doing it. I'm doing that to see if it's faster. If it's not, then I'll figure it out.
His na-
Jesus! She really fucking knows his name!
She super knows his name.
Oh my god.
His name's Aladash.
Okay. Yeah, she's like, is Aladash in?
Yeah, he's in his office. He presses a button on his desk, and towards the back of the hall, a door swings open.
Luffy leads
Thank
Mist to
you.
the door.
If it's just a hallway, but it's just like, I know where to go that way.
I don't trust you.
That's fair.
I trust you in all other things, not this thing.
Alright.
Besides, he's cute, and I want to see him. So let's go.
Yeah. So they both go.
Ren's behind them.
God.
Yeah, Bran follows him in too.
Okay.
Jeremiah and Chris follow, and Julian follows.
Oh my god, they're all going.
Got a fucking posse going in.
Yeah.
Julian,
Hell yeah.
where's the booze? If it's a party. Bad joke, never mind.
Stop.
Yeah,
Always
sorry.
Stop.
Were you always such an alcoholic?
No.
Jesus.
I know I've got a
this looks
problem.
really-
I don't want to talk about it.
That's good.
You.
Well, we all ran our issues in some form or another.
He's muttering under his breath, and you can't hear him. And then you guys get to the door of Aladash's office.
Yeah.
And you enter, and there's that tall, kind of gangly, but still relatively well-built Revenant with his glowing yellow eyes. And he looks up and, oh, it's you guys. Great.
Yes, greetings.
Hey, Aladash.
Yeah, what do you need? Oh, and it's Julian, and, oh, hi, Jeremiah.
We were actually curious if we could get a bunch of adventurers to get to help us with a giant war in a plane that's going to be destroyed. That will result in the destruction of everything.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my god! It's gonna be so bad and I'm gonna die laughing. Oh, hey, 22.
If I could count the number of times I've been told that,
Do
you want
think
to ask the
Jer-
ma-
it'd be
Master
like
plays.
3. Yeah, no, you've got. I can spare 12. Not right now. I mean, I can send them, but I've got like 12 people that I trust well enough to help out with the imminent destruction or saving the multiverse from destruction.
I mean, no. Do you think if Jeremiah was here, do you think he'd be here if we were lying?
What? I mean, I know they're from somewhere else. Listen, I
the same
believe
point.
that everything's going to end. He doesn't. But I'll send
Alright,
it to you
just-
anyway. You got
Just
12 people.
remember, if we fail and everything ends, you know. Out of everyone on the plane, you know specifically, says Lobby as she turns to leave.
You know, I wonder if we could have got something from the Master of Planes to help us with this.
I mean, we can also pay to
Yeah, we can
hire
do that.
adventurers.
Aladash kind of perks up. You can pay?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's the whole the filthy rich
Oh,
thing.
well,
He offered us 12 people for free!
Well,
Yeah.
we can also.
We'll
you
take
know,
the 12
okay, we need a
for
lot.
free.
They have a demon army. What do you expect?
And remember, we're fighting a lich too.
Yes. I mean,
And a third thing.
And
He
the
looks
third
at you guys
unknown.
is
No,
there an
not
adventurers
unknown, don't
guild
say
on
that.
your plane?
What?
Aren't there, like, armies and adventurers guild on your plane? You're talking like you're the only fighting force.
Think of us as the cavalry.
well, everything's kind of scattered over there. It's sort of a mess.
We don't
We
know
just want
actually
as
how it
much
is
help as we can get, alright?
For 200,000, I can give you the whole guild. About,
What?
about 100 people. Not ownership, but, you know, for the
Well,
job.
Yeah.
200,000, you get the 110 people that are from Sigil.
Well, we wouldn't want to completely devoid the sigil of capable fighters, so how about 150,000?
150,000 will get you 80 of them. How about that?
You cut out.
You cut out, yeah.
150,000 will get you about 80 of them. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan. And Ren just sort of reaches into the bag of holding, pulls out the chest, sets the chest down. I really don't have time to count out 150,000, but there's about 190,000 in here.
He doesn't look surprised at all. All right, yeah, I won't shortchange you since you know where to find me.
Awesome.
Yep.
And Ren just shoves the chest over.
Right. I can't send them with you now, but give me an address and they'll be there.
And Ren looks at the others inside the bubble.
Yeah. Miss is just like, where do we want to meet?
Outside Sigil by the Steel Scepter's camp, perhaps?
Okay. We can do that, or by the portal, whichever one.
Yeah,
You know where
that
they
too.
Let's the portal in case the steel scepters are less than amenable to our terms.
Right, so
Sounds
the
good to me.
Endalian portal.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
All right. They'll be there.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you paid me. No need to thank.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, thank us later if we, make it through it.
Yeah. And
I mean, if everything ends, I'll know, right?
Yeah, only you.
Yeah,
I
only
mean,
me.
You'll know for like half a second, and then you won't because you won't exist.
The afterlife doesn't exist. Time doesn't matter. Let's go.
Didn't the Master of Portal say time does matter?
Yeah, he did.
It's only
You're
slightly
right.
more.
The afterlife, well, it sort of has to exist, right? If the
And yet the Master of Planes said it didn't.
Okay, but he also said everyone can lie.
Well, you only live once. Let's go get it over with.
Jesus.
Stay is just steadily getting worse and worse.
Yeah, so Miss is heading out in the one direction she could go until there become two directions, and then she waits for Luffy.
Yeah, like you can go like 20 feet down a hallway. You can go like 20 feet down a hallway before the room opens up. You just stand
Luffy
there.
takes Mist by the hand. And
Yeah,
out
Miss
of the
doesn't even try to fight it because she knows Laffy would get in a huff if she did.
Jeremiah just kind of floats, and he's not moving. It's like someone's like just shifting a model across like the ground in a video game. Like he's just unmoving, just moving forward.
Oh,
Wow.
And Julian's just stalking behind you guys.
Ren grabs like 2 coffees on their way through, and then slowly like falls back to hand one to Julian.
Thanks. And he takes it and like downs it in one go, and oh, that was hot. That was hot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Generally speaking, coffee is hot.
I'm fine. Go. Just go. Just go.
Like,
Just go.
Ren stays like walking behind him or beside him, like staring judgmentally.
It's their first coffee date.
Bran sees this and like leans like near Luffy, and he's like, "They're perfect for one another, don't you think?"
They are. It's like a match made in heaven.
it's great.
Bran looks over to Mist because he didn't realize that Mist heard him.
I mean,
Like, what?
Laffy's holding Miss' sleeve, dragging her like she's right there.
I'm just imagining like Mist's head just like leaning down above both of them.
Yeah,
while they're whispering.
yeah.
This whole thing is gonna end, and they're gonna have like get married, a bunch of little hairy babies together.
Ren shudder, and she's not really sure why.
Let's not go that far yet.
Oh, well, that's my prediction.
I mean, it's an apt prediction.
Ren
Yeah.
makes a point of slowly sipping her coffee like a normal person.
Jeez.
and
Julian
not a
is like,
weird person.
Julian is decidedly not looking at you.
Okay.
Yeah. He's pouting. He's a pouty boy.
Oh, my god.
They are perfect for one another.
Yeah, so Mist is like, so now we'll be going where? To
To
Reliant?
Aurelian's.
Okay.
Didn't we make that our last?
No,
No,
because
you know,
Saint
mostly
whines.
just-
Saint's like upset about something.
the steel scepters are right by the Onda gate, so
Well, not right by, but close enough.
yeah.
I forgot.
I think.
It should be a bus trip, most likely.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
and
you guys head
Mist
out.
kind of looks back at Saint and she's like, "Is there something wrong, boy? Besides, everything."
He just keeps patting his way past.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that stressed look about him that dogs
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, he looks about as stressed as you guys.
Yeah, Mist pats him on the head. And I know.
Right, so yeah, you guys head. You going to Aurelian's?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you get there. You know exactly where you're going, except for Mist.
Well,
Mist, you never know
yeah.
where you're going.
Fluffy walks in like she owns the place, and she's like,
Ah!
"How's
Hi.
my favorite boy?"
Ah! Ah! Hi,
So,
Hi.
guess what?
chicken butt.
If
The world
only.
is
I mean,
ending.
if Bradley-
Fluffy turns Jeremiah around so that his butt is facing Aurelian.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And
Huh?
she turns Jeremiah back around.
What the fuck? Hey, what? Huh?
So,
Huh?
as it turns out, your home plane it's going to be destroyed by demons soon if we don't do something. And apparently, if it gets destroyed, everything else in existence dies with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
summary. Thanks, Brent.
I do my best.
So we're looking for help, which we're hoping that you would help us.
Yeah, fine. Drompton, going on vacation, sweetie.
Why don't we bring Drompton too?
Drompton comes out.
Yeah.
Bring me to what?
A
The
fight.
end of the world.
Want to fight a demon lord?
Without any, he doesn't say anything else. He just turns around, and from the back room you hear a lot of noise. And he comes back out, like with a pair of armor slung over one shoulder and this giant hammer slung over the other. Fight sound good.
Fluffy's like,
Excellent.
yeah! I knew it!
And she looks at Aurelian, and then she looks back at Jonathan, and she's like, I didn't expect this.
Come, sweet cheeks, we prepare. He walks over and slaps Aurelian on the ass, and Aurelian like, ah! Phew. Not now.
Not in front of the customer.
Jesus.
No, and Aurelian looks at you guys. I assume I'll meet you at the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, did you make that thing?
Oh, yeah. He has to, like, push Dronthan out of the way, because Dronthan's, like, just standing really close behind him, like, uncomfortably close.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of, like, not, like, in a weird way, but he's just kind of standing there. No one really knows why. He's just, he's just
hovering.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
just, like, invading his personal space. And Aurelian comes back with this little tiny, like, slender box with a little button on top, and put this on top of what you want to hide, and click the button, and it is hidden from all traces of magic for 8 hours.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Out of
Well,
curiosity,
that's
does
the
this work
scroll
with
in there.
people?
Oh,
Just
no.
objects.
Just objects.
Okay.
People are... They're hot. Their blood,
Good.
it's...
Yeah.
People... You get the point. People, no worky, objects only.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, see you guys shortly. Oh, fuck.
Go get your robes on. We'll be bicycles.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Drompton, lock up the shop. And as you guys leave, you hear them, like, start to argue, but, like, couples argument.
Oh my god.
Are they arguing about like whether or not to bring hardtacks? Like,
You don't know, it's just like a couple's argument.
I hope it's about fashion versus practical armor.
Okay, so you guys head on out once more. Well, actually, no, none of you know where you're going except for Laffy with her impeccable memory of everywhere.
Yeah.
And Laffy, you lead them back out to the outskirts of the city, where the Scarred Scepters are all just kind of lounging around.
Oh, right, they're named the Scarred Scepters.
What did you think they were named?
The Steel Scepters.
Oh my god, that timing.
That comedic timing. I swear to God, she's actually listening.
Yeah, you got the funniest dog in existence. Wow.
Aether understands comedy, or Ether
Yes.
understands comedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Squeak.
Yeah, so... Okay, yeah, you guys head out to, like, the green area around the outskirts of Sigil, and the Scarred Scepters are lounging about, and Kolthresh sees you guys and stands up from one of the nearby tents and walks over and... Oh, you guys finally need all of us? Where are my boys?
Oh.
I was about to ask you the same thing. We lost them during a bit of a spout with an archmage, and we haven't seen them since.
So they're not here.
No.
Did they ever come? I guess they didn't come back either.
That's not good.
How did that happen?
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
Well, they were with
I'm
us.
gonna
Why
bill you.
contacting them?
We're gonna bill you for that. Anyway, what do you need us for now?
The end of
Well-
the world.
Great! Where are we going?
Plane
Oh, no.
being invaded by the armies of hell.
Perfect. Well, yeah, we'll bill you for that later, but boys, let's go! And there's one woman that's like, hey! He's like,
But don't worry, if we succeed and save the whole all of everything, I'm gonna have a talk with the Master of Portals about compensation.
I like that
I
idea.
think after all the hard work we do, someone would pay us.
One would hope, just a bit.
I swear to God, we haven't made any money since we murdered the Archmage and stole her fucking stat. Bran
Yeah.
seems very, salty.
right,
I mean-
alright, just pay me, or fucking, yeah, fuck you, pay me, let's go!
Okay.
And they all start packing up their camp, and... Right, where are we meeting you?
The portal to Under.
Right, alright, I think I know where that is. See you guys in a bit.
Alright.
Alright. And then Laffy goes to lead them to the portal, and she's
Yeah.
like, I hope that we can find the ones that we know in Onda when we are in
Hopefully.
Onda.
But, before we go there, do you think we should stock up on anything, that we will probably be needing that might not be readily available in a war-torn plane?
Well, I handed all our gold over to Aladdin.
No,
so...
you handed over those charts. We still have some gold, I think, right? At least
Well,
I
we won't be
do.
able- I feel like Aurelian and Dronthan are two dads. I'm going to do
As
that.
you say that, they trundle up to you guys, and they're like lugging comedically large bags, like hiking bags that are like three times the size of
How
them.
are you going to fight with that?
That's funny. You thought I was going to fight, says Aurelian. I'm here to give everybody supplies. Ugh, my back.
I'd offer to help carry that, but
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm
good.
fine.
Good to hear.
Dronthan's just like,
forgotten
don't
about
be
it."
baby.
I've forgotten how to cast Tensor's floating disc. Otherwise, I'd offer.
Fluffy looks at Mist and she gestures to Aurelian and
Right,
Jonathan,
yeah.
and she's like,
Mi-
"See?
That's good. How far are they, or yeah? Mist might just summon the disc for them.
I mean, who, Aurelian and Drompton?
Yeah.
They're like in front of you guys.
Okay, if they're having trouble with the thing, Mist is gonna summon a disc.
Drompton doesn't look like he's having any trouble.
Okay. But
Aurelian, on the other hand, is like just babying it up. He's just,
Does he look like he's actually having trouble, or just
Yeah, I mean, he's like bent over. And just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, Mist summons the disc for him. Here, just put it on this.
And he like sits down on the disc and it dips down a little bit.
Oh my god.
And he shimmies a little bit and shuffles off the disc, and there's just this big pouch like sitting there. He's like, oh, fuck. Oh, thanks.
No
Ugh.
problem.
It feels like someone was sitting on my lungs.
That
You really
sounds
went all
uncomfortable.
I mean, we can't leave the shop if the world's ending. Gotta make money somehow.
Fair.
And, you know, if the world doesn't end, might as well open my old shop back up, right? Nothing like sigillian goods to sell to a backwater plane, right?
If they were...
Hell,
Well,
most
the
places
plane
didn't have running water.
You know, it's funny.
Aurelian,
It's
just so
such
you
a-
know,
Mm-hmm.
do you know disguise self or anything of that sort? Because
I
you know
could-
the situation in Undar, the tieflings were.
Are you saying I'll be racially profiled?
Yeah.
Probably.
Saying that, yeah, that they
Oh.
might try to kill you, so you might,
huh.
for now.
I guess if you're not gonna fight, you also don't come, but...
Well, that's the thing. Like, if he is going to come, then
I mean, we could just protect him.
okay, but
I can
we aren't
I can
with him
cat
all
I
times.
I can cast the spell. It's fine.
Okay.
I just need like 15 minutes to remember it. It'll be fine. Who else are we
Right.
waiting on?
We have about 80 people at the Adventurers Guild that are going to come with us.
Huh. How much did that
Um,
cost?
And
A lot.
Yeah.
Most of that money that we showed you a few days ago.
Aw.
yeah, I know.
Aw.
Think of it as an investment towards the
After-
existence of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after we save the entire everything, then we be loaded.
You know, I'm not sure how thankful people are going to be for saving the world when no
Yeah,
one
you know,
knows
not
about it.
people, but at least the leaders of Sigil might be thankful for that, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows if they've actually got access to monetary bits?
Eh,
They
I
just
don't
sort of seem omnipotent, sort of.
know. No, they're not.
Ren, you
But,
feel a
yeah.
strange tingle down your spine.
Ren straightens up and looks around.
There's nothing. So yeah, there's the big stone, and there's no sign of a portal, but it is the stone that you guys know you came out of. And you guys just kind of sit down and wait.
Yeah.
Okay. While
Yeah.
while you're waiting, people slowly start trickling in. Some of them are like in little cliques. Some are coming in solitary, but they've all got those pins on the fist that is the Adventurers Guild sigil or insignia. Can't use the word sigil because they're in sigil. Ha ha ha. And then the scarred scepters come up, and they eye the adventurers, and the adventurers eye them, and all total, you've got about like 120 people around you guys right now.
Nice.
And Cole Thresh walks up and, all right, Chief, where are we going? It looks like the portal's closed.
Yeah, no, I have a way to get us there.
Good.
Okay, so everyone's here.
Make sure that everyone here knows they're ready, because to be ready, because We don't know what's going to be on the other side of that portal.
Laufey cups her hands in front of her mouth and goes, "Are you all ready to kill?"
Cut out.
You can, yeah.
It like flies into her mouth as she starts to
Oh no.
I heard typing.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
Oh
She's
no.
been
Oh,
replaced
hey!
by a robot.
Okay.
Say things.
Oh god.
Hey!
you're good.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It was almost a chipmunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have gotten a chipmunk on stream finally. Damn it.
Oh,
Jesus.
I've never heard myself chipmunk before.
Her true form.
Wow.
Uh,
by
okay.
the way,
Yeah.
Coal Thresh, I'm going to leave leading the troops here to you. You're better at the whole tactical leadership warfare thing than I am, so
Right. Okay. Yeah, sure. Wasn't assuming I was doing that anyway. Not at all.
well, just making sure.
Yeah, clarification and all. Anyway, I don't think they all heard you. And that
Yeah.
it looks like a few people at the front heard you, but there's like this, it's a lot of people.
Laufey prestidigitations her voice and she says it louder.
A bunch of them
What did,
jump and look, turn and look.
what did you say?
She asked if they were ready to kill some demons.
And there's this quiet murmur of, yeah.
That's, that's enthusiasm for you.
It really
Well,
is.
I have a feeling that it won't take them long to become very enthused once we get on the other side of that portal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're all ready, get close.
They all shuffle forward. There's this loud noise as all of the metal from armor and leather creaks and weapons clang together as they all shuffle close, and suddenly it feels very claustrophobic.
Do you think any of these people have killed the demon before?
Possibly. I don't know.
Always a good time to learn.
They'll see what they're getting into soon enough.
I
All
mean,
right. So we're all ready. I'm going to open this thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not technically ready, but we're physically ready.
Okay.
Wait,
Miss is like, all right.
if there's any way to control where we pop out, I'd say, next near
Liel.
Lyriel. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll try. I don't know if that's how this works, but we'll see. All right. So Mist takes out the port stone and she does the thing. Hopefully, hoping it would go to.
Okay,
Liel,
yeah,
But,
You kind of smash your hands together, and when you spread them, there's this kind of gooey-looking portal that slowly opens, and once you have your arms, one above your head, one about waist height, it springs open and leaves your hands, and there's this shimmering portal in front of you. And you guys all head in, and the people behind you all shuffle in, and for a moment, there's a bright light, and we're going to take a break right there.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
That's good, because I need to go visit the bathroom.
Yeah, we will be back in about 10-15 minute stream. I'll see you guys then.
Good.
Bye.
Great. Well,
Bye.
temporarily.
I will be back.
Click. All right, hi stream, we're back.
Hello.
Hey.
I think it's just Shadow watching, but hi Shadow.
Is our sound working?
Hello, our audience.
Listen,
Yeah.
so long as we have one person, I'm happy.
Jesus.
Yeah, if
That and
if
I
someone
still like being able to rewatch our stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been useful. Okay, so now that we're
Complicated.
back, you guys pass through the portal, and there's again that like brief flash of light. Yeah, I don't know why I got up to walk around. I have to change something immediately.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so there is a big flash of light, and you guys find yourselves in a forest.
Well,
Okay. Alright. Is the
That
forest on
mysterious-
fire?
No, it's a forest.
Does it smell like it's on fire somewhere?
they just immediately look around.
I mean, go ahead and make a check of some sort. Make a nature check.
Okay, that's probably gonna be 9.
Mist wants to know if this place looks familiar, but
Okay, well, Ren, you smell trees.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ren looks behind her.
There's a lot of people behind you, like, not looking confused, looking a little bored. Like they've done this before, by and large. And so where's the problem?
Don't worry, we'll get there.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, Mist is looking around. I mean, she doesn't know where the fuck she is half
Ren
the
looks
time,
at-
but
Ren
does
looks at
anything look
Lassie.
familiar to her?
Yeah.
Make a check with like -20.
No, Mist. Things look familiar to you.
Oh.
They're trees.
Wow. Okay.
Ren looks
Yeah.
at Laffy and is like, so
Yeah.
you know where we are?
Yeah,
Or
Mist.
do they look like they're near Lyriel?
Make a nature check, Laffy.
Okay.
Mist is about to send Vathan up into the trees and through everything.
Ren looks like she's considering climbing.
Fucking 13.
Yeah, you're looking around, and you actually do recognize this part of the forest, and it's where you guys popped out when you first returned to Anda.
Hey.
There's no one like drawing bows at you guys this time, but yeah, you're a little bit outside of Lyriel, kind of in the middle of the forest. It's quiet.
We got a couple hours worth of travel, I think.
Oh, okay. As long as you know where we are, then we are going to be heading to a small city, town, which holds a number of the people that are resisting against all of this.
For all we know, it might be the last place left.
Assuming it's still
You know, we
standing.
don't even know how much time has passed. Let's go.
Well, yeah, let's go. None of that. Let's go. Come on, follow me.
And Ren starts making her way. She looks at Call Fresh.
Okay, yeah,
And she's like, we. Can you set your men up down the lines that we can get a line of communication going from the front?
yeah, sure. And he turns around and barks something out in Draconic. And his men form a line, but like an expertly kind of like they know what they're doing, and it's pretty well spaced apart. Like they're kind of mingling with each group.
And Ren basically says, "Let them know that we're traveling for a couple of hours to a town."
He looks over his shoulder again and barks something out, and the Dragonborn repeat what you said basically in common, with their very loud, raspy voices.
Ren gives him a thumbs up and returns to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
He gives you like this weird thumbs up too, like he's not too sure what the gesture means, but he's gonna repeat it anyway. It seems polite.
Yeah.
Ren would have grinned at him like as he returns the gesture.
Mist whispers something to Vathan and has Vathan fly generally above the tree line.
Okay.
See if, from there he can see anything weird going on in the distance. Is anything on fire? Is anything coming to them? And if not, Vathan's just hanging out up there,
Make a
keeping
perception
lookout.
check.
Oh my god, okay. 22.
You don't see anything in the distance. You see a lot of trees, basically. But you do know you're quite a ways out of Lyriel. Like,
Yeah.
consider, like, 1 mile takes about 15, 20 minutes to travel. You guys are solid, like, 4 or 5 hours out. You can do the math. You're a little too far out to see anything coming from the town proper that you're heading towards.
Yeah.
But there's nothing, like, in the forest between, as far as you can tell.
Okay. I mean, it was just, cursory
Yeah.
glance to see if anything they had to worry about immediately.
Okay, yeah.
Vathan's hanging out up there, like,
Okay.
just right above mist, flying.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fairly warm day. The sun's out. As far as you can tell, there's no real sign of any danger. You guys are just not strolling, but you're walking through kind of military march speed. No one behind you is really grousing. You get the sense that this isn't really out of place for them. When they ask, like, where the trouble was, they're kind of teasing because they know that a plane is a world.
Yeah.
So you're not always going to find what you're looking for immediately.
Which is probably good, all things considered.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys continue walking. You have to take a few breaks here and there. Because this, again, with so many people, you can't travel like you would personally. Yeah, so about 4 hours with about an hour left. Kolthresh walks up to you guys as you're all taking a break, and so you mentioned demons, like the one that was hiring us?
Mm-hmm.
Huh,
All bigger. Yeah.
he was big.
Yeah, we're not actually sure exactly what to expect, but he was one of 3 leaders recruiting for this purpose.
There's
Yeah.
demons, there's the undead, and then there's some third thing that we know fuck all about.
It likes to devour souls, that's what we know. Or destroy planes in general.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So the, imminent threat is demons and or undead.
Great, I love undead. They're dead. Nothing quite like something that died once and didn't stay down to really make you feel good about yourself.
Sorry.
Yeah, you really think about your life decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway, I'll go gather the men. We should get going again.
Yeah.
Right, nice talking to you as always. It's not ever, crisis-inducing.
Sorry.
We don't mean to be.
We wish it weren't either, honestly.
So yeah, he goes back, and you guys take off marching again. And
Mist looks at her tentacle arm every once in a while to see how it's doing.
yeah, it's
just
totally
aside.
waving around like normal. It's not freaking out.
Okay.
Ren's gonna fall into step beside Laffy.
Luffy, who's probably walking with Saint, looks at Ren.
Ren like tucks her hands in her pockets. She looks like she's thinking about something.
You look pensive, Ren.
What?
You look pensive.
Oh, yes. So I was thinking of
Go on.
I was thinking of scouting ahead. The only problem is I don't know where I'm going.
So you want me to scout ahead with you?
Yes.
Okay, here is the problem.
The problem is we don't have anyone else who knows where they're going.
Yeah.
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 I sure as hell don't know where I'm going.
Saint looks up at
Actually,
you and
Luffy
wags
looks
his
at Saint.
tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luffy looks at Saint and she's like, "Do you know where you're going?"
He barks and does a little dog spin.
Luffy turns and looks at Bran. And Luffy's like, "Can you walk with Saint? Just, people can't really see him because he's dog size. Bran and I are going to scout ahead."
Miss-
Sure. I really hope the dog does know where he's going.
Yeah.
Saint
he's a
barks
good
and
boy.
wags his tail.
Mist pipes up and is like, "Do you want Vathan to go with you?"
If you want Vathan to go with us, but we may go further than you'll reach.
Okay. Vathan flies down from the trees and just sort of perches on Laffy's shoulder.
Laffy, she casts Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Right.
You feel your traces disappear.
And Laffy looks at Ren and she's like, alright, let's go.
Okay.
Alright, how far are you guys ranging out? Like,
I don't
approximately
know,
in
Laffy's
feet.
gonna probably follow Ren's lead and just make sure that, well, no, she's not gonna follow Ren's, but like, as far as Ren wants to go, that's as far as Laffy will take her.
Yeah. Okay. So Ren is basically going to. She also wants Laffy's help to like see if there's any sign of disturbance in the forest.
Yeah.
If there's anyone like passing through or has passed through or like that sort of thing. And climbing trees. Ren is gonna climb a tree.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's nature check first, Laffy.
Oh, okay. Not stealth?
Actually, yeah, no, give me survival. I don't know what...
Survival?
Yeah, what do you need stealth for?
I don't even have survival checked because you always ask me to roll nature.
You can do nature then.
Okay.
Either one works.
19.
Okay, when Ren asks you, like, hey, has anything passed through here, you can't really find any traces of anything, like, dramatic. So, not really.
Did they already go forward? Or...
Yeah, I think so.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Vathan, sort of quietly but kind of eerily says something in Mist's voice, and it's just like nothing above.
Luffy looks up, and then she looks around, and she's like, I don't think that the danger came from this way. I think that we are probably going to be finding the danger in Lyrio.
Fair enough.
But we should still scout ahead anyway. I think that we should be sneaky about it, because if Lyrio is burning,
We want to be prepared. Yeah. Alright, so let's give ourselves, say, an hour head start from the rest of the train.
Yeah.
So that we have a half hour to get back to them.
Yeah.
Fucking bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vathan poofs.
Oh wait, how far are they going?
About half an hour out is, like, a full mile.
Yeah.
Okay. When they start getting too far out, Vathan like flies off of Laffy's shoulder and just flies there for a second and says, I'll watch above in Mist's voice, and then just flies straight up into the trees and stays sort of that way. It's not gonna get out of range and poof, basically.
Luffy waves at Vathan.
So does Ren.
And now she's gonna drop into stealth and be a sneaky fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ren follows suit.
Alright, you guys...
26.
Okay. Alright, yeah, you guys drop into stealth. So yeah, Laffy, as you look around the ground as you guys move forward, you don't see any sign of, like, disturbances, outside of, like, normal wildlife. Though, at one point, all tracks of, like, wildlife just stops very suddenly.
Luffy does point that out to Ren as something unusual.
Interesting.
Yes, that's not normal. They must be sensing danger. I do not have a good feeling. I do not think that Lyrio will be standing.
I don't either.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have left.
It's not like we had much choice. If we didn't leave, then the Mages District would be burning.
Well.
Or, well, no, if we didn't leave, then the Wish Scroll would have been used and something worse would have happened.
That's true.
So you guys continue going forward, and again, there's like no traces of like wildlife anymore. Um, and the
I wish I
forest.
had.
Hmm?
I wish I had missed arcane sight.
Yeah, so do I. I don't have that shit prepared. I haven't had this shit prepared since we left Lyriel.
Oh, I almost fell. There we go.
Jesus.
I was standing up and tried to sit down in my chair, and it wasn't there for a second.
Oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are going, and again, you're staying like a half hour in front, so you guys come upon like the edge of Lyriel before the rest of the party does. And this is when you catch wind of quiet screams.
Does Vathan see anything, like, above the tree line?
Roll perception.
God. Not as good as the other time.
There's still way too many trees. Sound is traveling better than sight right now.
Are there still trees in front
But there
of
isn't, like, any
Lyriel?
smoke
Yeah.
rising
No,
up or
there's no
anything.
smoke rising.
Okay.
But the trees are still pretty dense in front of you guys. You
Well, if
you do remember that like Lyriel has like roads leading out of it, but other than that, it's surrounded by very tall trees.
Luffy looks at Ren and she's like, we should see if we can actually see any things. That way we can tell what to prepare for.
I agree.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. So you guys slip forward a bit more. You get a little more than like a half hour's reach up in front of the group. And at the edge of the forest, you do see Lyriel starting to poke through, and you don't see anything on fire, but you do hear the quiet screams of people, and you do see people running out of the city. And occasionally you see some of those people are being chased by little things.
Does one of them get nearby?
No, they don't get close enough for you to actually like get any good look at. Unless, I mean, if you want to make perception, you can.
Alright.
Ren will help.
Okay.
I got a
Oh god!
It's too far. Neither of you can really tell.
My passive
you-
is 15!
Nope.
You did good
Is the
helping.
bubble is down, isn't it?
The bubble is down.
The barrier's down.
Well, shit. Alright, well, fuck. Maybe it's goblins. I don't know. Let's just go back and tell them to prepare for battle.
Alright. Yeah. You
Alright.
go. I'll find Toril and tell him not to freak out in an army advancing on the wall.
We all look
whatever.
mostly normal.
We don't know what they're fighting.
I don't want to leave you alone. You're kind of an idiot sometimes.
And I'm also really sneaky. I'll be fine.
That's not. No, the sneaky part isn't what I'm worried about, Red.
Just trust me, alright? I'll only reveal myself if I have to.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright.
This is gonna end badly.
Yeah!
If you don't do exactly that, I don't know what I'm going to do to you yet, but it's going to be bad.
I'll take that threat to heart, considering you can chop off a limb and grow a skeletal weapon out of it. I don't want to find out what you can do to me. And
Yeah,
with that,
just remember that.
she vanishes.
Okay.
Luffy goes and books it back to the group.
Okay, Ren, you're slipping forward, and the sound of screaming does get louder, to the point where there are people running outside of Lyriel. There's not a ton of them, but you do see the ones that are running out are being shepherded out by, elven guards, and, a few, like, half-elves.
Okay, that makes sense.
And there's suddenly a big rush of people that burst out, and there's something running after them. first blush, you're not able to tell what it is, but I want you to make a perception check.
Sure. I can make a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, that's not bad.
Hey.
What you see is an imp running after them. Not very threatening, and as it's just kind of hopping around and cackling, throwing little fireballs at these people. And they're clearly terrified. They're having none of this, but the imp is having a blast. When suddenly a sword just comes down and spears through the imp's head. And you see your buddy Toril standing there over the dead body of the imp. He looks tired. He looks worn out. And he looks back up at the city, and from, like, deeper within the streets, you do see a very quick flash of light, and a few more imps come hopping out from the center of from the street, and Toril groans and goes to work, starts cutting more and more down.
Alright, Ren's gonna go help him. And fill him in!
Okay. So you run up to him. Let me change the music for this.
Toril!
There we go. He looks up and... Yeah, and when he looks up...
Oh no.
Okay, he looks up, and for a second he's distracted, but he looks back just in time and parries away an imp's little fist coming at him, and almost reflexively he brings his sword down, and the imp basically just falls over dead. And he's just wide-eyed, and again, he looks exhausted.
Your cavalry is about half an hour out.
What?
If you can hold for a half hour, we've got an army. Sort of.
I don't know where the fuck you came from, but okay. And as he says that, there's again, like, this time it is not just a few imps, it's like 10 to 15 come cackling out, throwing little fireballs, and you guys are getting rained down on at this point.
Fall back towards the woods.
Ren, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Is Toril like the only one fighting these things, or are there other people in the city?
There are other people. Oh, okay. Yeah, you slip between these oncoming fireballs. You just kind of sidestep them all. You're being forced back, though, in the process, and Toril's joining you, but instead of dodging, he's holding his hand up, and the fireballs are, like, hitting this invisible shield in front of his upraised hand. And behind him, seemingly coming from mostly nowhere, are a bunch of civilians, crowded up behind you guys, looking terribly afraid. And from deeper within the city, you do hear the sounds of actual battle, now that you're closer. And those imps are they're coming. Again, there looks like there's like 10 to 15 of them. And one actually looks at you, Ren, and tries to throw a fireball at you, but again, you just kind of sidestep it.
Okay.
And they're advancing, and they're coming at you.
Alright. Okay. Okay. She looks at Toril, and then she looks behind her, and she's like, we gotta go. We gotta go now.
He's like, yeah, no shit.
So let's go.
Where? Okay. And he's backing up.
Follow me.
And yeah, as you guys are going, there's imps just coming and coming and coming. And one actually catches up to you. Or not just one, a bunch of them catch up to you, and they start leaping at you. And as one's through the air, a giant axe comes down and just cuts it out of the air.
Yeah.
God.
And you hear this like girlish giggle, and you look over, and
Oh my god.
there stands Elame with blood all over her axe, grinning kind of like a maniac. She looks at you and, hey, aren't you one of Laffy's friends? And as she's talking, she's she's stepping forward and just wading through these imps, pushing them aside with her axe and just taking them all out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really glad you're one of Laffy's friends too.
She's like, she's my hero. Tell her I said hi.
You'll be able to tell yourself in about 20 minutes.
Cool. So we're just 20 minutes. Great. Okay.
Yep.
And she's the only, like, one that you recognize from earlier fighting. Sorry. And again, you're still backing up until your backs are to the trees, and Elame can only hold them off so much, and Toril is sprinted up to help her fight. Swords are just swinging, axes swinging.
Ren's gonna draw her daggers and be like, I hope to hell they get here really soon, and she's gonna join the fighting.
Okay, so you jump in and start swinging your daggers, when all of a sudden there's this giant explosion near you.
Oh my god.
Like a fireball goes out and just takes out, like, sorry, Discord could still beep at me. I don't know why someone sent me a message. There's this giant blast of a fireball near you, and it's not close enough to hit you. It's just really, you feel this blast of heat, and you look over to see where the fuck that came from, and there's this old half-orcish lady with a staff raised. And she doesn't see you. She just fires off another fireball out into the group of imps. And it's more than 15 now. It's like 20, 25. It seems like there's an endless lot of them.
Right.
And you run in, your daggers are flinging around. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Sure.
Okay, you don't...
She's trying to
Yeah, you take out a handful, but you're kind of more focused on protecting the people that are pushed up behind you. You're not making any headway against these imps.
Yeah.
You guys are taking them out as they come, but you're not able to push any of them back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear what amounts to, like, this mountainous roar. And from one of the sides, Coraldrum comes swinging out with two hammers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's just bashing heads in left and right. And it seems like this one more person is what is needed to start pushing them back. And now all of you guys are just taking them out. Toril's over there, he's blocking their strikes, taking off heads. Elame is basically swinging around in circles with her axe and just taking them out. And it looks at first like it's kind of silly, but then you notice that she's really good at what she's doing. And she very clearly knows what she's doing. Karani is over there just firing off fireballs left and right, taking out imps. And then Coraldrum is running into them. And just this dervish of hammers and screams.
Yeah, Ren focuses on taking any of the ones that get through that line of crazy madness towards the civilians.
Okay. Yeah, and the rest of you guys begin to catch up. You hear the sound of fighting, screaming from beyond this copse, or this big, like, group of trees in front of you. Laffy, you've caught up and you've started urging them onwards. You met them about, like, halfway.
Alright.
I
And
hope they picked up the pace a bit.
Oh, yeah. No, they all kind of started, like, military jog. They were going. And... Sorry, I'm placing some things down.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Mist is also keeping, like, an eye out with, like, Eldritch Sight and, see invisibility and stuff. See if, she catches any weird shit while they're approaching.
Okay. You don't see any magic, but you look up at the sky. What sky you can see, above and outside of the trees, and you do see this bright bluish red light that's streaming down from the sky over Lyriel. And you guys head forward, and you get to the edge of the trees, and you see Ren, you see Karani, you see Toril, you see Elame, and you see Karaldrum fighting all these imps that are slowly diminishing in number, but there's still a lot of them.
Luffy lets out a friggin' howl of battle delight and just fucking books it over, whip drawn, like she's going.
Okay.
Is there like a big mass of them anywhere where no one's like further back than anyone's pushing them up?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, they're coming from the town, right? And
Mhm.
there's
Okay, is there a
fuck
crowd
ton.
of them she can hit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, Karani is shooting fireballs, and there's plenty of room to hit imps with, like, AoE spells where it's not going to murder your friends.
Okay. She's probably gonna do that. She yells out, "Don't worry about the tentacles!"
About the tentacles.
And yeah, she casts fucking her giant tentacle mass. Gonna fuck
Okay,
them.
this giant, like, massive tentacle blows out of the ground. It's not this gradual sprouting. There's just dirt and earth flies everywhere, and these tentacles reach up and just start snatching imps and pulling it in to the void that's in the center of these flailing tentacles.
Yeah.
And the numbers are certainly going down. It seems like your friends haven't noticed you guys yet. They're still caught in combat, but are clearly beginning to notice that the number of imps is lessening. And you guys are pushing forward and forward. Bran, what are you doing here?
I mean, he's probably just in the thick of it.
Okay, so yeah, you're dashing forward, kind of fighting alongside Toril, actually, since you're both kind of swordsmen. And you're working almost back to back. You both kind of fall into this rhythm together, and you're not really sure how, but you feel your sword guiding you around. And it's telling you where to strike, and between the two of you, you take out a sizable number of imps. At which point, you guys are at the edge of the town with imps standing in the
Anyone nearby
street.
can probably hear Bran arguing with his sword.
Okay. So, you guys stand in the alleyway that leads into the city. And before you stand a handful of imps. And I want you to roll for initiative.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, that thing in the middle.
Oh
That's a thing.
dear.
That's a lot of
such a
them.
thing.
That, yeah.
You know that wand of fireball might really come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It might.
20.
Oh, is this
Ren's ready and raring to go once again.
Yeah!
Oh, come
I
on.
rolled my shit wrong. I need to reroll. So let's see if I also get a 1.
We're doing it. Oh, hey.
No, I got a 22. I did even better.
You
Okay.
did it.
Well, fuck
All the rest
me.
of us are just like, yeah, okay, fuck.
Psh, okay.
Well, you know what? I'm not last. I'm okay.
Oh, I see more things. There's more than just the thing in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
Are we in
There are
hanging square?
things.
Yeah,
Are we in hanging square?
yeah.
Yeah?
Aha!
Hold on.
Brings back
Uh,
memory.
Jesus.
So, Laffy, you got the 22, and Bran, you got... Okay, no, Laffy got the 22, and everyone else sucked. Got it.
Yeah.
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 As
Yeah.
usual. As usual.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't move my...
Yeah, I'll fix that in a second.
I'm fucking ready.
Loppy's got this.
The one thing I forgot about leveling up is that, like, I get spells.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
So, so
Beautiful.
Okay. Oh boy, this will be fun.
Ren-
Let me give you guys control of your tokens. Because I was waiting to see, like, which side of the city you came in on.
Oh yeah, speaking of tokens, I was gonna do a
One
thing.
more second level spell.
Where the hell is Laffy?
Right
I'm
there.
right
There she
here.
is.
Finn.
No, I'm looking for the name. Just for that, you go last.
Oh my god.
Bran, you always have control of yours, and I don't know why. I don't have to assign it to you.
I'm just that good.
Alright, Luffy, it's your turn.
Alright, she's gonna attack that imp right in front of her.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I'm gonna make 2 attack rolls because I have
Yeah,
a double
that's right,
attack.
that's right. Yeah!
Hey.
Hit.
Alright.
Hold on. Shit. Hit, and they both hit.
Alright. Wait, I need to. Okay. And then.
Are you using the Radiant Whip?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering which one you're using. Okay. Of the 2 whips on your belt, you pull out the Old Trusty, Old Faithful that glows at the tip, and you swing it over your head and you bring it down on the imp. 1, 2. And the first one just almost takes its head off its shoulders, and the second one cleaves its head straight off. And there is a dead imp in front of you.
You did it.
Yeah.
Where'd the music go?
It shouldn't have gone anywhere. It's
still
still
hear
on.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can refresh your page if you don't hear it.
I'm gonna. I need to hear it.
Yeah. Okay, oh boy. So, stepping over their dead companion, who I'm just going to delete, these ones start to move in. Okay, which ones can hit you? Okay, the one in front of you, Laffy, is going to make a sting attack. It misses.
Fluffy laughs at it. Ha!
Okay. The one behind it is conjuring up a small fireball in its hand. It's going to toss it at you. And it misses.
Fluffy laughs at that
It
one
doesn't
too.
miss. It doesn't so much as you just kind of take it on the arm and it dissipates as it hits you.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't do any damage, and it's a lot cooler than dodging it.
Fluffy just looks the imp dead in the eye.
This one steps forward and tries to hit you with a sting again. That misses. They're all trying real hard to hit you, and they're all missing real bad.
They're excited and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're making like
Fluffy,
loud
too,
chittering
is
noises.
excited.
Uh,
Her movements are erratic.
Oh my god.
Another one tries to shoot a firebolt at you. What's your AC?
What is my AC? 17.
Alright, that misses too. And the final one is going to step forward and shoot another fireball. That hits. 21 versus your AC.
That hits.
And you take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Now it's this other imp's turns. Ren, they're coming at you.
Oh, good. Ren does a little bring it motion.
Alright, some of them hop up on rooftops to look at you. And they're all gonna basically coordinate one giant firebolt at you.
What?
Okay.
God.
All right.
Jesus.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, they shoot this big fireball at you. Like, they all shoot these little fireballs into the center, at one of them in the center, and he glows bright red and then just shoots a big fireball at you. And you just kind of jump to the side, and it hits the ground where you were, and it's hot, it makes a bad noise, and the gravel below it melts. But you didn't get hit by it, and that's what matters, right?
Ren squints at the one that tossed it at her and then points her dagger at it.
And she's like,
Oh my god.
so this guy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming at you guys.
Oh god. That weird thing.
This thing over here. 1, 2, 3. And you see in the distance a fire start.
Oh, fuck that guy in particular.
And you see a womanly demon
Oh,
beat her
boy.
wings, take off, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She just moves there.
Look, succubus.
And you see a few more fires pop up. Okay. Mist, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Alright, okay. So I have a bunch of questions. Like,
Uh-huh.
right now, is anyone else with them?
No, you guys left other people behind to take out the imps behind you. You basically carved a path through them to get into the city proper, because you still hear screaming.
Okay.
And occasionally you see windows open and people try to climb out, and the imps reach up to try to grab them, and they go back into their homes.
Are there any people that they notice in the buildings that are on fire?
No.
Okay. And what's that giant fucking thing in the middle?
Make an Arcana check.
She's got Eldritch Sight up too, so.
Okay.
Arcana. 25.
It is a portal.
Yeah.
And it looks like there are more things ready to come out.
Okay.
You see, like, vague shapes moving around, and the succubus looking up at it intently.
Alright,
Music's acting up for me now, too.
So, does it look like there's any particular, like, anything to, like, what's going on with this portal? Is it just fucking there? Does it look like it's centered around something? Does it look like
As you originally saw almost a year ago now, the succubus seems to be keeping it alive.
Okay.
You're not sure how, but she seems to be the one keeping it alive.
Alright. Mist says this with telepathy to the others. She's just like, that thing in the middle is a portal. More things are coming through, and it seems the succubus is the one that's keeping it open.
That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to get through this wall of rats first.
Does anyone want to come with me?
Yes, take me with you.
I-
Ren tosses her hand back.
Yeah, I guess I'll take care of the imps.
Okay, so...
Oh no, you go do what you do. I'll handle these.
No,
I
I
can
can
only
only
take
take one.
one,
then.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Mist, let's see. Oh, well, she could go fucking anywhere. Okay, Alright, like, she's... Okay, yeah, she's gonna grab Ren, and she's gonna fucking Dimension Door with
Nice.
Ren. How tall are these roofs? Like, it wouldn't be that hard for Ren to jump down from one, would it?
No.
Fucking Ren. Okay.
It might have been one time, or a time ago, but now, not really.
Right, Mist right there. Boop.
Okay. Ren, bamf yourself over there, too.
Yeah,
Get on
Ren's
the
up
roof,
on
though. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Ren's up there with Mist, and, can she do anything else? She has a bonus action. What can she do? I guess she might just survey everything. Like, which are there any homes in this area in particular that have people in them?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, which ones?
Um,
Did you see?
all of them, basically.
Oh,
The ones on fire don't have... You haven't seen people, but you don't know. But
Okay.
you're pretty sure most of these are residential.
all right. Mist also says, at least to Ren. Well, she might, yeah, that there are people in just about all of these buildings. I haven't seen any in the ones on fire yet, but that's just yet. You want to be careful. And yeah,
Alright.
I don't think she could do anything else this turn.
Alright, Ren, it's your turn.
Okay. Ren is gonna bonus action stealth,
Okay.
and pass without trace is technically still on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome. Alright.
nice. Ren just doesn't exist. It's fine.
All right. And she's going to.
Reminder, you've got Finley.
Yes, that I am. Of that I am aware.
Okay.
For
Just
now,
let me
she's
know
gonna
where
take-
you want me to put her down.
Yeah. All right. Let me just a second to talk to Spellbot.
You gotta.
I gotta.
Oh, I just thought of something I want to give one of you one day. Maybe. Maybe not. No, it'd be too powerful. A grapple spell would be cool as fuck.
Oh god. that
Like,
would
you
be
use
cool
it,
as
and it
fuck.
pulls you or the enemy towards the other one.
Jesus.
That'd be
Yeah.
really cool, but it'd be so broken. I don't want to make you as
Alright.
fucking Spider-Man. You have the belt.
Unless the succubus is immune to enchantment spells,
Let me check.
she needs to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. Unless she can see Ren.
She absolutely cannot.
'Kay.
Oh, there she is. Nope. Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
4.
She's casting she casts Hash's hideous laughter.
Hey.
Okay. The succubus just kind of starts giggling, and it breaks into laughter, and then her wings stop beating, and she hits the ground laughing.
Alright, and then Ren is gonna not. Ren is gonna poof here, and she's gonna put, and then she's going to release Finley over here.
Okay. Let me pull her out. Oh, I thought I had her on this list. Give me a second.
No worries.
Boop. Alright. Let me give you
Max, is it bad that whenever I my mental image of Finley is now a silver chariot?
kind of what I thought of when I designed her. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Alright, she's there beside you.
Alright, and Finley's technically got a turn left, yeah?
Yeah, she can do something.
Alright, so she's gonna stab it.
Alright, yeah, let me roll that for her.
Okay.
Yeah, she missed.
Oh,
She rolled a 2.
that's
Yeah, so she pops out of you, and like kind
a
of
little
stumbles.
green.
Yeah, it's the first time she's done this. And she kind of tries to swing as she pops out and misses.
Looks like I'm rubbing off on you.
Fuck off. Bran, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me also talk to Spellbot real fast. Okay, Bran is going to cast Shatter
Okay.
centered on this imp, and it's a 10-foot circle.
Okay, so which one? The one in the back?
Yeah, the one with this one right here.
Alright, so... Yeah, that hits all of them except for...
That one.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
to
these
make
two.
a Constitution Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
10.
Nope.
What happens?
I'll take 3d8 damage.
Roll that damage. Just for one.
Just for one?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll, like, that many times.
Okay.
Okay, the earth beneath them crackles, and there's this loud shattering sound that comes from below them. And the sound itself, they clutch their heads, and that one pops, and that one pops, and that one pops, and that one pops, and that one pops,
Oh my god.
and that one pops, and that one pops.
Jesus.
Yeah, all of their heads just kind of,
Wow.
Nice.
and their headless bodies just slump over and lay there.
Luffy turns to Bran and she's like, I love you so right now.
Bran just grins. I know.
Laffy, your turn.
Alright, Luffy's gonna hit the one in front of her, but I'm gonna just roll one attack just in case she fucking kills it.
Okay. Yeah, it hits.
And then
Yeah, you behead that imp.
she's gonna hit this one.
Okay. That hits. And you behead that one. You take them out like all in one swing. Your whip just slides around and
And
just
she's gonna
beheads
move
them both. And she's gonna what?
And she's gonna move forward, because,
Okay.
you know.
And the imp on the ceiling just starts chattering at her, and shoots a fireball. That misses. The one in
Is
front
it
of...
speaking? Is it speaking in abyssal?
It's not speaking. It's just cackling.
Oh, well, Laffy's gonna chitter back, but like really dumb sounding, and then in abyssal say like, "That's what you sound like."
The imp in front of her gets really mad about that and tries to hit her with a stinger,
Oh my god.
and misses. And this one is going to move forward and try to shoot a fireball, or try to hit her with a stinger, and misses.
They're just all upset.
Yeah, they're really not okay with what's happening. This guy. 1,
Yeah,
2,
big thing.
3, 4. Comes right here. And while you're not looking, Laffy,
Yeah.
where is he? There he is. What's he gonna do? He is going to attack you with his its claws, twice.
Mm-hmm.
19 versus your AC.
It
Miss.
just barely. What?
23 versus your AC.
Oh,
Two of its
Yeah.
two of its attacks hit.
yeah.
You take 16 points of slashing damage.
Fuck.
So while you're not looking, this demon, or this devil made out of bone, stomps forward and with a hissing sound reaches out with its claws, and one grab, and it just hits you twice with one of the strikes missing. The first one goes over your head, then the other two slash down across your back.
Luffy like lurches forward and turns around, and then suddenly looks a little worried for herself.
And then this thing is going to come at you, Ren. 1, 2.
Oh, good.
Oh, why is the music like consistently just cutting out for me now?
Yeah, it's doing that for me.
Yeah. Okay. The barbed devil is going to... actually, it's going to be here first, and it's going to hurl some flame at you.
Oh, good.
18 versus your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then it steps forward, its final movement, and hits you with a claw. Or strikes at you with a claw, and misses horribly.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you briefly catch on fire, and you're flailing basically makes its claw miss you. And it don't.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and the succubus has to make her wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
I'm suddenly having a lot to take care of. 15.
Hang on. But yes.
Okay. She pulls herself up and looks back at you and but that's her turn.
Ren grins.
And these imps
Waggles her eyebrows a little bit.
Oh my god.
come down a little bit.
Dust yourself off.
1, 2, 3, 4. This one moves over a little bit and sets more fire down. This moves here. Sets more fire. These aren't what I thought they were. Hold on, I need to change those. I gave them bearded devil models when they are super not bearded devils.
It's fine.
Yeah, let's go with fine. Okay. Alright, Miss, it's your turn.
Okay. Alright, okay. I have a question. Would Miss know how to use that staff?
Yeah, you know how to use the one thing that I told you about.
Yeah, is that a thing that can be used only once?
Yeah.
Okay. Like once a day or just once forever?
Once a day.
Alright. And I have a question. Like when the succubus was down there laughing, did it look like the portal changed at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Mist says with telepathy to, I guess, Ren and Finley that, like, incapacitating it won't seem to affect the portal. We have to kill it. And, yeah, she's gonna fucking... She's gonna try that staff thing out.
Okay.
On the succubus.
Okay. Do you remember what it does?
It's like... I'm not entirely sure. Like, it's blade barrier, but you said cast it as a projectile, so does that mean, like...
Basically, instead of it being like a straight wall, it turns into a normal projectile spell, but it's shooting blades that are 5 feet thick. And you can, like, change the orientation of the blades to, basically take up... You can change the trajectory of them, make it like an AoE, a straight line, or make them go a little bit further, basically. But you don't exactly know how.
Okay.
So all you know is you can use it as a normal or projectile, which would be a projectile attack. Or no, it has to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah, so just a regular attack.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. That's all you know how to use it as right now.
She's fucking experimenting. She's doing the thing to see if she can
Okay.
get the
Yeah.
succubus.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't make a wall, right? Like, it can't kind of stick in a certain way that would keep it there?
No. Shooting as a barrier does not allow you to do... Or shooting as a projectile doesn't. But it's making a dex saving throw. So let me do that. 13.
Nope.
Okay. So you...
What's the damage?
6d10.
A.
Yeah.
B,
So, roll that damage.
6 to 10. No plus 37.
Okay. You raise the staff and you mutter an incantation that you don't really know the meaning of yet. It's this kind of knowledge that flowed into you when you picked up the staff. And these luminescent blades form above your head and shoot out one by one with little noises. And 6 of them fire out. And 3 of them hit the succubus, while the other 2 just kind of go askew. And Ren, you look up and you see them flying over your head. And when they impale the succubus, she staggers back a little bit, but then pulls herself out, and the blades vanish as she steps back up.
Yep.
Nice.
And Mrs. like, thank you, and she's moving back a bit further up. Like, hey, I'm not here. Don't look at me.
Okay. And you now have 3/4 cover from things because you're on the downslope.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Ren, your turn.
Yeah. All right, Ren's gonna just straight up. She's gonna follow up those blades with her daggers.
Okay.
Hey.
That hits. That hits.
Sweet.
Yes.
Wait, I leveled up. Hang on. Oh my god, why is life hard? Okay. Next level that I go up to 76 from sneak attack.
Darn. Next level.
I know,
Darn.
right?
Yeah.
Reminder to self, don't let you level up again.
Wow.
You've got a killer before that.
Oh my god.
First one.
Nice.
And that's the second one.
Alright, both dagger attacks.
That little dink.
I love it because, well, you'll see why. Both daggers sink in, and the first one drives her to the ground and pins her there, and you reach around her neck and with the second dagger slit her throat.
Hey.
Hey.
And she gasps out and dies. And when she does so, the portal flickers. You hear some like otherworldly screams come from beyond, and it goes away.
They're
Yes.
not familiar, right?
What?
Just checking. They're not familiar, right? We're just, demons.
The otherworldly screams, they're not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're just demons screaming.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
Bran.
Miss says with telepathy,
Okay.
excellent, Ren, you did it.
Yeah, you helped a
Bran is
little.
going to step up, and he's going to take some swings at this thing.
All right.
Does it?
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay.
Murder the weird thing.
Bone Devil. They both barely, or the 20 barely hits.
Jesus.
Hey, a hit's a hit.
All right, so 22 damage. Yeah, you as usual lunge forward, boop boop, pierce through the thick armor bone, which makes this awful crunching sound as your sword sinks in and sears the demon from within, or the devil, and it hisses out and turns and looks at you and utters something in a language that you guys don't understand.
Even Laffy?
She doesn't speak Infernal, does she?
No.
Yeah, you just hear. You don't know what the fuck it just said. Alright, Luffy, it's your turn!
Bonus action left.
Oh, okay, yeah, bonus action.
Brandon's just he's gonna pat Laffy on the shoulder and say, "Hang in there," and gives her a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Luffy, it's your turn then.
Laffy's gonna pick off these small fry.
Okay.
So that's an
Yep.
18. She's gonna attack this one right here.
Okay. Okay.
What'd that do?
It pops it.
Okay.
It did.
Okay, then she's gonna hit the other one in front of her. So 20.
Okay, it's dead.
Hey.
It's dead.
It's just dead. It's fine.
You don't even think about it. Like, the first one, you
Like,
cleave it
does
up.
she like hit it and then like with the recoil just kill the other
Yeah,
one?
yeah, basically. Like, you slash across one of the imps, the one up higher, and it cuts it in half vertically. And as the whip keeps coming down, it just cuts the one below its head, like diagonally too, and it just slides off.
Nice.
All right, you guys are making short work of these imps. Look at that. This one is going to move here. This is going to move here. And this is going to move here. And two of them are going to throw fireballs at you, Laffy. Miss! 21 versus your AC.
That hits.
Take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And one of them is going to throw a fireball at you, Bran.
Oh no.
It misses.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the big dude's turn. And Bran, he's gonna look at you and start hissing. I wish my phone didn't call.
Kisses back.
It kind of starts laughing a little bit at your hiss. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Oh, okay. It's going to attack you twice with its claws and once with its stinger. 20 versus your AC.
That one hits.
Oh, you just got lucky.
Oh god.
It was on a 20 for a second, so it's a miss because it rolled a 2 instead of a 20. The dice just kind of slightly rolled. And then with its stinger, 18?
Nope.
Okay. Just the one claw hits you, and you take 8 slashing damage. So it just reaches out, and it tries to hit you a lot of times, and you deflect 2 of them, and then the third claw just gets you across the chest. Ren, this thing is going to make a noise at you. Not a good noise.
Ren accepts this noise.
And it's going to try and swing at you with its claws. Miss. Ooh, that's a hit. 25 to your AC.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the second or third one, 21 to your AC.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you take 16 points of piercing damage.
All right. What is that all together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
she's gonna use yeah, she's gonna use uncanny dodge to half the damage from the first one.
Okay, so it is 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Okay, it is the dead succubus's turn. It is the turn of these remaining imps, who start to swarm over to you guys. 1, 2, 3. No, it goes there. Okay, that's their turn. Mist.
Alright, Mist peeks out from behind the thing, and she looks at that thing attacking Ren, and she's gonna do something. Let's see, which of these million things is she gonna do? Question. Actually, from the rooftop, she's gonna look around, like, does she see anything else, like, imminently happening in town?
Off to some of the sides, you see, like, a handful of imps that are getting picked off by, some of the guards and some of the adventurers that you brought with you. They charged in kind of their own volition. And they're picking off what's left, but where you guys are was where the bulk of them were. It was almost like they were guarding that portal.
Fair. Okay. So, then she's... wrong thing. Well, she moves forward just a little bit, she's gonna go back, and she's gonna fucking light the heck out of that thing attacking Ren.
Okay. What did I have to do for Blight?
I think it's Constitution? Let me make sure.
That's what we got Spellbot for.
Hey, yeah.
I don't know what we do without Spellbot or without
Okay,
Spellbot.
yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw.
It's so fucking convenient.
It fails that.
Hey, alright. So, it takes all this damage, whatever this damage is gonna be.
8d8, Jesus.
37 damage.
Jesus
Okay. Yeah, so, like, its skin festers and bubbles for a second, and Ren, it smells terrible. And these pustules grow and then pop, and the popping makes it stagger. And it hisses and turns and looks up looking for you, Mist, but it can't find you.
Yeah, Mist hides back behind the thing.
Ren, it's your turn now.
Oh, buddy. And Ren's gonna coordinate an attack with Finley to stab
Okay.
him.
Do it. Hit. Hit.
Hey.
And Finley's hits.
Sweet. Uh-huh.
26 plus 12. Alright, yeah, it did some serious damage. You jump forward, jam a dagger into where you think its heart is, but then you're like, shit, it's a devil. I don't think this is where its heart is. So you come with the other dagger, jab in its stomach, and then Finley dashes forward and takes the ethereal blade that's in her hand and tries to cut at it, and the blade gets caught in its arm, and she pulls it away, and some blood flows out.
Okay, maybe this thing doesn't have a heart.
Finley goes, I hope that wasn't a pun.
Oh, you could have been.
Bran, your turn.
I guess Bran is just gonna take some more swings at the bone thingy.
Okay. Hit.
All right.
Bone Devil. So 26. Nice. Alright, yeah, it takes 26 damage. Luffy, it's your turn.
Beat him up.
Get it?
Well,
Don't film me.
Murder.
fuck.
Pressure's on.
She's just gonna keep picking off these imps because, you know, like,
It's helpful.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're fake.
15.
Hit. Dead.
Alright. And then she's gonna, well, no, she can even reach this one where she's standing.
Yep.
So, does that hit?
Yes. They're
How
imps.
about that?
It pops.
Sick. She's gonna step forward just cause why not?
Okay. It's about now that you hear like a Xena yell. It's like, "Aye!"
Oh my god.
And
Oh my god.
Elame
Yeah.
appears on top of the roof,
Oh
running,
my god.
and
Which
she goes,
roof?
"Hi, Luffy!" And 1,
Oh.
2, 3,
Oh,
leaps
there she
off the
is.
roof and tries to bring her axe down on the Bone Devil.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, she crit. She crit.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, here we go.
Watching this.
6, 9, it's
I can't believe she crit.
18. Okay. Yeah, her axe comes down and it glows for a brief moment, and it cleaves through one of the devil's arms. It does 26 points of damage. And she stands there proudly and like slams her chest or her fist against her chest and gives this like girlish roar.
Luffy, who is looking pretty rough, like she's just bleeding profusely from her back, looks at LMA in awe.
And now Toril comes running up behind you, Bren. Where the fuck did he go? I put him on the fucking map. Come here, buddy. Come here. There he is. He comes running up behind you, Bren. And, he says, "You need help." And, he extends his hand, and 2 bolts of arcane energy, actually 6 bolts of arcane energy, I was mistaken, flit out from his hand, and 3 hit an imp, and another 3 hit an imp. And where's my D4? There it is. Come here, god damn
Bren
it.
just kind of like, Bren looks back and just shrugs. Oh no, I think we had it under control.
Alright. The darts flit out and just puncture this one imp, and he falls over dead. And then Laffy, the imp behind you, he's charging at you. And just 1 dart takes him to the head, and then 2 more hit him in the chest, and he falls over dead midair and just kind of slumps against your back.
Oh my god.
Laffy, like, winces, and then she, like, turns around to see the dead imp, and she just starts laughing.
Okay, the imp right here is going to take that moment to try and hit you. And it fails.
As they do.
They're just
1,
not good at
2.
things.
These move here. This one tries to move down. And now it is the Bone Devil's turn. And it's gonna look at you, Bran, still. Actually, yeah, it's gonna look at Elame, because she hit it last.
She hit it real
Yeah,
good.
I don't think that he's
Miss.
very fond of LMA.
Bren
Hit.
almost looks offended that
Critical miss.
he lost its attention.
Keep losing it on my list. She takes 8 points of damage. And she raises her axe, and the claw doesn't quite hit all the way, but it still draws a bit of blood, because she's not really wearing anything but chain armor. It is the Bearded Devil's turn now, and it's really unhappy with you, Ren. So it's just gonna stick to you like fucking glue.
Yeah.
And here we go, it's gonna just claw at you.
Okay.
Miss. Miss.
Uh-huh.
Miss. God damn it.
Hey.
Alright,
Ren
all 3
is,
miss.
like, matrixing it.
Yeah, yeah. Finley picks her up at one point to dodge one. It's real
Miss
cool.
is just watching from the roof. Like, this is interesting to watch from over here.
And speaking of mist, it's your turn.
Yeah. How bad is that thing looking right now?
Bloody.
All right.
Bloody but standing.
Okay. Which one of these things?
What
There's
new
a lot.
horrors?
Yeah.
What new horrors.
I.
I feel like that's something Ren just says, too. Like, oh good, what now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna give you guys advantage on wisdom saving throws just because you're used to Mist doing creepy shit with spells. You're just like, yeah, I've seen worse. Not as bad as it could have been.
You should see what she can do.
Reasons why Ren gains proficiency to wisdom saving throws.
She's in a party with a warlock.
Yeah. What is she gonna do? Honestly, she might just blight it again. It works.
Yeah. By all means.
Yeah, this dark energy happens and the void.
17?
Yeah, that saves, so it's half damage.
Oh no. Okay, roll your damage.
So
13.
yeah.
It's not bad.
And then again, she hides.
Okay. The less pustules form, it looks kind of like acne. Before it pops, and it's like little whiteheads popping.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ren, your turn now.
Okay. Ren, and then stabs it.
Okay. Ew.
Yeah.
Hit. Hit. You gonna coordinate with Finley?
Yeah.
Alright. Miss. Alright. Yeah, you try and, like, you say it has no heart, but you try and strike again exactly where it is, because a wound is a wound, and the dagger goes in deeper this time, and, like, it feels real bad. The barb devil just, ah! Then the second one, you kind of, like, you slam into the back of your dagger with the second one, and it just drives the dagger deeper, and then you pull it out with a small spurt of blood. Bran, your turn.
You're still not dead?
I'm really tired of this bone demon being alive. You know what? I'll call it whatever I want.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon's just gonna try to murder it.
Okay.
Well, those are misses.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. You try, and it is mad about something. Just.
Doesn't like it.
Well, now Brand's mad too.
Let's see. Laffy, you hear a voice that says, "Dodge!" And a giant fireball arcs through the air. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
no! What do is it +7 my saving?
Actually, hold on. Let me double check that.
Is it proficiency plus dex, or is it...
Yeah, proficiency
Are
plus
you-
dex.
Yeah, I'm a ranger, I've got... Oh god. So do I have to roll?
Yeah, roll your saving throw.
Oh
9.
my god.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Where's Saint?
I'm doing real bad and Saint isn't helping me.
I don't want to roll this. Oh well, I have to. I don't have it. 4. Alright, take 29 points of fire damage.
Oh my god. Laffy
Ow.
looks like she's on her last leg.
Okay,
Jesus.
but this dies, this dies, this dies, this dies. They're just caught in this fireball and are incinerated and there's nothing left. Now it's your turn.
Laffy is looking around for Saint like I thought that we were friends.
He's
Where's
over
her
here.
special boy?
He comes running up and just kind of looks at you. He's like, "What do?"
She's like, I need some help, buddy.
Okay, he is going to... No, that's not what I want. Okay, he is going to use Cure Wounds on you. So
Okay.
1d8. You heal 13 points of hit. You heal 13 hit points.
Laffy still looks like shit.
He looks remorseful. But now you do have a
Laffy-
turn.
Yeah, Laffy is gonna. So I'll tell you what she's gonna do.
Mhm.
She's gonna hit this guy once,
Hit.
and then that's gonna happen.
The
And then
second
she's
one
gonna hit
misses.
this guy again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Hey.
Do I double the damage or do I roll twice?
You double the dice. So you did 6 plus 9.
Okay.
But
But wait, I'm not done.
okay.
because I have a new ranger feature.
Okay.
Kyle, where'd you go?
Fuck. What? Fuck.
You left
Damn it.
D20.
Chrome crashed on me again. I don't know why it's doing.
Oh no.
And it gets 3 more points of damage.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm adding that up. Minus. Alright, yeah, that did a lot of damage to it. Each of your thing, like, just it's driven to its knees now. And LMA sees this up. And LMA sees this as an opportunity and screams again and takes her axe to it.
Fuck that thing.
And misses twice.
Oh god.
Oh.
But Toril steps forward now and swings his sword at it. Actually, hold on. I need my player's handbook real quick. I feel bad because it's getting late, but I need to look up. I need to look this up real quick.
I don't need to do anything, so.
I mean, I have work, but whatever. It's fine.
It's also only 9:30 for me, and it's still daylight, so.
No, fuck off.
Oh my god, I'm jealous.
It'll be daylight until like 10.
Ugh. It wasn't daylight till 10 for us yet.
Sorry.
That is the one thing I love about summer here. It's so long. Like, the days are so long.
Oops. Okay. Wow. Alright. Toril's gonna strike at it with his sword once. And that's going to hit and do... That's my D12. I need my D8. There it is. That does 10 points of damage, and then he raises his left hand, and a little bead of fire forms in the center of it, and this little bead just fires out towards the Bone Devil. And... hits. And does... Jesus, this is crazy strong.
Jeez.
It does 13 points of damage. Firebolt is a cantrip, man. So, 23 damage. Alright, the Bone Devil's looking real bad, guys. And all
Good,
the
he
imps are
deserves it.
gone. And it's the Bone Devil's turn, and he is going to look back to you, Bran, and just lash out at you. It's tired of your shit.
Good.
Miss. 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 In its anger, it just misses 3 times.
Bran just like parries all the hits and laughs at it.
And
Yes.
the Bearded Devil's turn is going to look at you, Ren, and you know what it's going to do. Or Barbed
Yeah.
Devil, rather. It's a barb, not a beard.
Yeah.
It wishes it had a
Barbed
nice
Devil.
beard.
Wow.
Music, did you just... Oh, it just stopped playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music is straight up stopped.
Yeah.
I
Whatever.
just refreshed.
No, I mean, like, I looked at the player and it just killed itself.
Oh, it's still playing for me.
I just
Yeah.
restarted it.
And it never stopped playing
Oh.
for me.
Oh my god.
Ren, I'm so sorry. It's 1 crit. Miss.
Ooh.
And a miss.
Okay.
Okay, well, Ren is gonna half the damage of the crit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
and-
take 6 damage.
Okay.
Hey.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it had hit with all 3, it's bad, but it does 1d6 plus 3 per hit. Missed. Go.
All right.
Oh, right. I need
Okay.
Karani on the map.
So, Mist is going to attack the thing near Ren, but she's eyeing the thing over by Laffy. So let's see. She's going to use Eldritch Blast, and she's going to. Let's see. I think she's got 3 uses. Right.
Do your
She's gotta
thing.
make 3 fucking attacks. Yeah.
God, I might need to
let's
put the AC in here tomorrow. I am not happy. It's just really gross and muggy in here.
Fair.
It's supposed to be just as hot tomorrow.
Is that, yeah, that
Yeah, that hits. Chair, don't make me drift away.
Alright. She's doing 1 at that thing.
The thing attacking Laffy?
No, the thing attacking Ren first.
Okay. Okay.
So that's 1d10. And then she's gonna probably do the others to the thing attacking Laffy.
Or the thing attacking Bran now, but... Yeah.
Yeah. She just wants to make sure it doesn't attack Laffy.
Yeah.
So 6 damage to the one thing, and then let's see if she hits at all.
It looks really rough after that 6 damage.
All right, she squints at it and she decides, you know, she's gonna hit it again.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna die, so.
I mean, both things are looking super rough.
All right. Does that hit it?
Yep.
All right, another one.
No whammies.
4.
Well, that looked like it did damage, but it's still standing.
Oh.
Yeah. Miss is just like, well, fuck, whatever. And she looks over at the thing by the others, and, yeah.
I swear to
She's
God,
gonna
you
try
guys.
to hit it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but she's gonna fucking try.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Alright, she's doing it.
Oh my gosh.
1 damage, but she's pushing it back. So she's pushing it like,
Yeah, which direction?
I think it's like 10 feet.
So, like,
and
into Bran?
kind of.
Oh god.
Could she push it against like the wall of this,
Yeah.
sort of like this way?
Yeah, you can slide it.
Oh god,
Okay.
poor Bran.
Yeah, Bran, it just comes barreling towards you, and you're like, ah! And you barely dodge it, but you do.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, she's staying hidden where she is.
Alright.
It's weird.
Bran, it's your turn.
Oh my god. Murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. The longest I've seen things at low hit points ever. Yeah, hit, miss. Yeah!
Did I kill it?
You did!
It died.
Your rapier
Yes.
comes out and just stabs it through the back of its skull and pokes out through one of its eyes. And it gurgles and falls over and just dies.
Stabs
Okay.
it 4 times for good measure.
LMA looks at you, Laffy, and just goes, "You think they got it over there?"
Laffy turns around to look. How's that devil looking?
Really bad. Like a strong
Yes.
wind could kill it.
I think they got it.
She nods and then walks over to you and places her hand on you, and you recover 20 hit points.
Hey.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Laffy looks at LMA like that girl holds up the moon. Like,
She just goes, "Stop looking at me like that. I just don't want to see you bleed out, you know."
sorry.
Yeah, you bloody son of a bitch. Daughter of a bitch. Whatever. Stop bleeding in front of me.
Laffy claps her on the shoulder and leaves a big old bloody handprint.
Oh, gross. Okay. Toril just looks at you guys and does like a sword flourish and slips it away. And he's like, "Yeah, I think they got it." So while they're over there,
Got it.
yeah, Karani leaps down from the roof with like a solid thud. And she just looks over and just, oh. She looks at you, Bran. She's like, "Oh, you're a pretty one."
Yeah, thank you, I know.
And this bearded devil is gonna look at you, Bran, and is gonna make a nasty noise and try and come at you. Oh, critical miss. Miss. Miss! In its unable to see straight glory, it misses all 3 times and missed. Please finish it
Ren, like,
off.
Ren, she's just like, "You okay there, buddy? I'm trying a little too hard."
And you reach over and like clap it on the shoulder, and there's a spike that you almost touch. You're like, oh fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, missed.
Jesus fucking Christ.
End it.
Yeah. Alright, she's just gonna fucking...
I haven't had a turn since the last time
Better
Miss
fucking hit
shot
it.
Yeah. Ren
Oh,
hasn't
okay, yeah.
hit.
That's Friend's turn
Yeah.
then. My bad.
Ren to smack it.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time to
Okay.
overkill this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
if Ren doesn't finish it off, Finley will, please.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you just, when you're patting it on the shoulder, you just reach over and stab it through the side of the neck with one of your daggers, and you hit it so hard that, like, you decapitate it with the dagger and your fist. Like, you
Jeez.
basically, like,
Oh my
side
God.
punch its head off somehow.
It's like half rotting and...
Yeah,
Ren-
just like,
It's just like, oh, that's disgusting.
That was gross! But
Yeah.
we did it!
and yeah, it's dead.
Floppy from the other side goes, woo!
We did it!
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we still have fires to put out.
I know!
And Tora goes, oh, yeah, we got it. And he motions, and, he does this motion, and the fires just kind of fade.
All of them? Hey.
Yeah. And you're really not sure what he just cast, but yeah, he cast a spell.
Was it windy?
Yeah, it was. It was very windy for a second.
Yeah.
Mist
Mist is
Ren's
like,
gonna make her way
good!
over.
Okay.
Yeah. Mist just jumps off the roof and casually floats down and then goes back.
Okay. And they're like, huh, good timing. Good timing.
Yeah.
Glad we showed up when we did.
Oh,
How
Jesus
long
Christ.
has it been since you last saw us, by the way? Out of curiosity.
2
What
months?
happened to the wall? Oh dear.
Well, that's, you know... I'm curious.
Yeah, we just kind of figured you'd come and go. Anyway, yeah,
It's nice to see you again.
yeah, nice to see you too. And from the distance, you hear more sounds of battle, and then slowly, like, adventurers and guards start filing from the other alleyways and rolling their shoulders. And the sounds of battle fade. And Tora looks at you guys, and good to see you again.
Nice to see you
Likewise.
still alive.
Yeah,
Looking rough.
yeah. Why don't you guys come with me? We'll talk and heal up a bit. And he motions you guys to follow him out of the town.
Okay, before they do that, Miss just really quick cursory glances over where the portal was to see if there's anything remaining.
Nope.
Of it.
It's gone.
Alright. She's pleased and she follows after.
Okay. And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Okay.
Good game, guys.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Goodbye, stream. We'll see you guys next week.
Stream.
Good night.